Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 40 of our All the Mod 7 Season 2 Let's Play series, where today we're doing some base maintenance. We're getting compact machines set up. We're moving our refined storage into a compact machine, talking about how that whole process needs to work, what compact machines even are, all the jazz. Let's get started. Welcome back, my friends, to another wonderful episode here in the world of TheAndrata, where today, well, we're back and we're doing the things. So, in between episodes, last episode we left off, we finished Twilight Forest, we had set up ourselves a nice requester, done a little bit of things, I added some more stuff to our to-do list here that I want to work on in today's episode and things such as that. Added on another requester here, so we have this one, and I added on things that we use quite a lot of frequently. So we left off with our pressurized tubes. I added all of our processors from refined, quartz-enriched iron, prosperity seed bases, so we can start working on getting into mystical agriculture, Eyes of Ender, processor binding and cables. So it's all in the works. Things are happening. Eyes of Ender, we have 16 of them. They're going. It's doing the thing. Apparently these requesters aren't like multi-threaded, so it only does one thing at a time, but it's getting there, whatever. I did end up running out of glass, so I had to go get some more sand. So we now have like 3.4 thousand sand. I just deleted an entire beach essentially. So we have a ton of sand available to us, which is cooking up for glass. And then up here, I requested to keep 512 glass in stock, as well as 512 stone and smooth stone. And then if we need anything else in here, like, I don't know, maybe we need some sandstone and things like that, we'll add those as we go. But those two are there. Okay. I'm just curious, like, everything here is working okay. It's just concerning. I don't like the fact that this is only like, it's not requesting multiple. Like the stone and the smooth stone, I mean, I guess, do I have all the glass? I guess I have the glass. So it's done its thing. It did the work. I was just a little worried about it, but it looks like it's working fine. And then over here, these guys they're chugging away, making all their stuff and everything as it's back stuffing all of our things. So yeah, I think we're doing good. Enriched redstone, I think we're doing good. Yeah, it processed those. They were just inside of the interface. The interface, you know what? We probably should. I think I did teach the system how to make refined stack upgrades. Yeah. And you know what? Do I need 60? I don't need 64 stack upgrades at all time. I really should have a smaller one, but let's just, yeah, I'm missing quartz. I'm missing sugarcane. Let's do like 8 of these. I'm missing nether quartz again. I'm really not missing nether quartz. I just need to automate this process because look at this. I have 1,000 like ore because it's getting mined up from one of our somethings that we have going on. So we're getting a ton of nether quartz. I just need to actually process all this stuff. And yes, I could drop it in my crusher and that would 6x it, I believe. Is crusher listed on here? Oh, crusher is not listed on here. The occultism crusher is not here. So actually we can't. So my best option for this would be to, okay, pulverizing is going to double it. I'm assuming create's probably going to be the best. Enriching chamber will 6x it. So we can add an enrichment chamber to our to-do list and we can set up an automated enrichment chamber. I think that's going to be my best option. But for now, my best option is for me to manually do the work. So let's go ahead and pop up top because I'm going to need some room to be able to do this. And basically, I'm just going to make myself just a 3x3 tower here. And then if I use my diamond wand, I can just do something like this. And we're just going to build up as high as we can. And then I'll vein mine as much as I can. And this is going to get me a ton of quartz, right? We have like tons of stacks worth of this. And remember, we do have infinity range now too, which is great. Wow, I grabbed more than I thought. Oh my gosh, we're still going. I don't know what the diamond wand's like range is. Can it go all the way down? Yeah, it can. All right. Let's go. Let's do something like this. I think, oh, my wand is about to run out. Okay. Let's get another one. It's actually at 0 durability and it just stopped working. I thought it broke itself. Sure. We'll go this way. And now that's all of it. Okay, so let's go ahead and center ourselves here. And we're going to mine 64. And then we're going to mine. We got to make sure that we're going from the top That way we don't leave any just chilling here. And look, I already have more than my inventory can hold. And this is a ton of experience. Nether quartz is one of the best ways to get experience. If you're ever looking for experience and you don't have a mob farm, go mining in the nether for nether quartz. Fantastic. Let's see how much we ended up after this. Okay, so in the system, we have 57, right? So let's go ahead and just dump all this in. Look, that literally just drained my battery. And now nether quartz, we have 3.8 thousand. So I think we're going to be okay for a little while. Let's go ahead and grab this, throw this here. Bam. I need to get a battery back. That's why that thing keeps draining. I don't have my battery out. I took my battery off because we didn't have like a lot of power ultimately, but now this will keep that maintained. Okay. So that's going to do good. So now we have our nether quartz, so I can go home and get my stack upgrades. So let's get 8 of these and get some speed upgrades going. Now, speed upgrades, I might be able to get 64 of. Don't have enough sugarcane. So we'll just do 8 of them as well. Like, not that big of a deal. I just wanted to get those interfaces sped up because this one's getting bottlenecked. Look, because it can only put one at a time. That's what our slowdown is here. So if I grab one of these stack upgrades and I throw that in, at least now it'll be able to import it as a stack. And if I get my speed upgrades, I can put 2 in here. Now it's a little bit faster at least. Okay. All right. So today, what do I want to work on? Let me just double check, make sure we're doing good. All the copper is out. Yep. Now we just have gold back stuffing, but that's fine. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Today, I would like to work on knocking out some of this to-do list. So on hostile neural networks, I want to get mob farms set up. Basically, these things, I just need to go manually do these. I need to make the prediction models, or the modules. This is neural hostile networks. These things, the model frameworks, to build a data model for each of these, and then I can automatically set these up. Especially like withers, it would be so worth having withers so that I can make like nether stars just like that. Never done a nether farm this way, so I think that's going to be cool. And all I got to do is get it up to the basic tier, and it just got to kill 6 withers to get up to the basic tier. Plus, I'll get nether stars out of that, so that's great. So we're going to do that, and then as you can see, mystical agriculture. Right? I want to get into mystical agriculture, start automating some of this stuff, getting seeds produced. That way we can get some of these resources that we don't have a lot of, that we're not really producing a lot of, and then I could probably turn my farms off too, like my miners and all that stuff. Yeah, anyway, so we have that. I did go ahead and go in integrated dynamics. I set up an automatic thing up here. I made another allthemodium axe. Where is it? Right here. So I put an allthemodium axe in here with our mineral going into our ender chest because I wanted to make this mechanical squeezer because I was looking at it. Blaze rods, we have 36 of them. The best way for us to get more blaze rods is the mechanical squeezer. That gets us... I meant to do recipe on this, and we throw this in a mechanical squeezer, we're going to get 100% chance to get 5, and it only takes 2 seconds. The only other way would be our crusher spirit, but that would get us 6. So it's really not that much, and we can automate this super simply. That's why I went with the mechanical squeezer. Recipe for this is fairly easy. It's just crystallized mineral, block of crystallized mineral, and then an actual squeezer itself. So yeah, really not too hard. I kind of wanted to pick that up and see if that was part of a quest. It's not. So all we got to do is just automate this guy real quick. Mechanical squeezer is fairly simple to set up as an automation. If I have the room for it is the issue. Okay, so we can grab this guy, throw him there. He should now get power. So all I got to do is import and then output items, right? So we just got to grab a logistical transporter, really, and an importer. So the logistical transporter can sit on the back side here and extract from this. Oh, what went in there? What did it just squeeze? What did it squeeze to get string? Wool. Oh, because my loot... I just happen to have the loot fabricator made wool right then and there. Interesting. Okay. And then I just need an exporter. And I don't want an exporter. I need a crafter, right? We'll make this on demand. because I don't want to import all of my blaze rods, because we use blaze rods for, crafting stuff at the same time. So I don't want to go ahead and do all of it. Let's grab some stone. Bam. Okay. Easy as that. And then I should be able to just get a pattern for blaze rods or blaze powder. Anyway, like I said, it's been a while since we've really done like maintenance in our base. Any sort of like, okay, let's get all this stuff set up. Really, I need to start getting everything moved out of here and into compact machines, which is where we have on our to-do list. So we're going to set that up today and we're going to get this going. Okay, did it do it? Yeah, imported. Maybe. Interesting. How did I go? Okay, it took that out and then, it's looping. Because this is counting as an input and an output slot. So the logistical transporter is automatically pulling that out. So that complicates everything. That means I can't use a logistical transporter for this. We're going to have to actually set up something that we can filter like a pipe. Lovely. Now, if I do blaze powder and I request it, it'll go in there, and now it's going to get crushed into the 5, and then there we go. Okay, so that means that I'm going to have to figure out some other system for this than the logistical transporters. And again, remember, I've been saying I need to do XNet, So once we move into the compact machine, we'll do XNet. So let's get working on compact machines. That's our first step for all this. So here's my goal, right? Mechanical squeezer done. I want to get compact machine set up so we can move some of this to the inside of compact machines so that we don't have to see all this stuff. It's going to help out with world lag and all that stuff. And then I want to get hydroponic beds set up. This is going to require a little bit more work in industrial foregoing, but not really too much. The fertilizer is just the hard part. So we need to capture some mobs or some passive mobs and use our sewage composter here to make sewage, which will get us fertilizer, which will allow us to make hydroponic beds. And we're going to want a lot of this stuff because hydroponic beds are fantastic. These are like botany pots, but industrial foregoing. They take power, they take a fluid, and you can boost them with ether gas when we get to that point when we start milking the wither. So we're going to definitely do that when the time comes. But for now, we need to get compact machines. So let's teach the system how to do so. So compact machines, I generally go just straight for maximum. Like there's no point in not. We just make it as big as we can. So we have that. And then we have compact machine walls, which is polished deep slate, which is cobbled deep slate 4x'd. And then do we have any other sneaky way of making cobbled deep slate? I think I have a bit of it. A material stonework factory. That might be in our future. And you are full, and you are not. Okay. But now I should be able to make a compact machine. Cool. While we do that, we're also going to need the personal shrinking device. Different than this personal shrinking device, just happens to have the same name, but it's from compact machines. And it's this guy here. And what this does, it allows us to enter and exit our compact machine. So if I grab a compact machine, it's probably, I don't want to say my second favorite mod, but it is a very handy mod. Time in a Bottle is my first favorite. And then I don't know what my second favorite would be. There's a lot of different mods that are awesome, but compact machines is one of my favorites. The way that this works is you place down your compact machine and then you take your personal shrinking device and you right click on it. And then you give it a little time because we had a little bit of lag. And what it does is it takes you into a void dimension. If you take a look at F3, we should see, here's our dimension. So this is the compact machines dimension, compact world. Okay. So we're in a special dimension dedicated to compact machines. And the way that these work is they're all set up. It's inside of chunk boundaries. So I turned on my chunk borders, but you don't see them because they're in the wall, because this encompasses an entire chunk. Almost an entire chunk. Isn't a chunk 16 by 16? This is 13 by 13. Okay. So basically an entire chunk. Makes it super easy to chunk load. So you can go ahead and easily chunk load. Yeah, look, there's a little bit of a border. So these are 13 by 13. Chunks are 16 by 16. So it's almost a full size chunk. But inside of here, you can do, well, whatever you wanted to. The nice thing with this is it offloads stuff from your overworld, so the game doesn't have to render the blocks or anything like that. You don't have to do anything. If you chunk load it, it keeps things contained. They're all within their one singular chunk, and you're not looking at, like, for example, our occultism dude over here, our crusher. All of this stuff is falling on top of him. It's creating lag. We have experience. We have item entities just sitting on the floor. Eventually, if we get enough of this stuff, this is going to cause some decent amount of lag. Putting it inside of a compact machine helps because we're not rendering all that. It's not happening near us, so we don't have to worry about it. Helps with TPS. So anyway, compact machines, love them. They're great. However, caveat, I don't have access to my refined storage. So we need to solve that problem before we do anything else. And it's actually going to be fairly simple, especially since we have the infrastructure set up for most of this stuff. We're going to need two things. We're going to need three things really. Network transmitter, network receiver, and network cards. Also, a fan of having wireless receivers, especially since we don't have our dimension card yet. We're going to get a wireless transmitter to go with it. Okay. So these three things are going to allow us to access our refined storage system wirelessly. We have a transmitter, we have a receiver, we have network cards, which is how we tell which transmitter or which receiver to talk to, and then I have the wireless transmitter because it's just easy to access my wireless refined system with a transmitter, right? Right. So we throw all these things in here and we request refined network, request all the things. Bam. So we take one of each, and then we're going to grab our wireless. Bam. There we go. Okay. So now what we can do is bring this inside of our system. We're going to set up our transmitter. Now, normally I move my refined storage system actually inside of a compact machine, and then on the outside I'll put a transmitter out here. That way everything is contained in one compact machine. Definitely going to be something that I'm going to do. However, it takes a little bit of finesse to do so, okay? You don't want to just move this directly over, because if I disconnect this controller, guess what I don't have access to? Refined storage. I don't have access to any of my stuff inside of it anymore. So we got to make sure that we plan this out appropriately, okay? And correctly. Mineral planks is generally the way that I go. And for my interior of my compact machine, and I need to get my wand. Do I have a wand in here? That's the build tool. Let's grab the wand. Completely forgot about mine colonies too, by the way, didn't I? At this point, I'm like, what's the point? I don't need the build tool. I need building gadget. So this is my general setup for compact machines. Mineral slabs, I just like the way that they look in conjunction with the solid compact machine walls. And I build it up like so, okay? We're going to do build to me. So I build it up 2 blocks essentially. Give yourself a little gap. That way you can run cables underneath the compact machine. I'm out of it. That way you can run your cables underneath and you can kind of hide your stuff, right? Because who wants to see all the cableage? Not I, that's for sure. No dire wire here with TheAndrata, okay? And you. And then generally, since I use it so much, I usually leave my shrinking device on my hotbar. Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. We need to rebind our entrance. So let's go ahead, finish our build. Bam. Jump ourselves up. And last one. Okay, so you noticed I spawned in the center because you spawn in the center. We need to change our spawn point. So I'm going to hold shift, right click, and it's going to reset our spawn point, okay? So then I just need to find room center, which I believe is going to be here. And I'm going to take my network transmitter, and I'm going to my network receiver, and we're going to place this right there, okay? Take my network card, bind it, right click on there. It now has NBT data. And then we're going to go back home. Let me just drop this off here since it's there. We can go back home with our personal shrinking device, drop our network card inside of our network transmitter, which just needs hooked up to anywhere in our refined storage system. Put that in there, and now you're going to see it's bound to the compact machine world. And if we go back inside, bam, everything's online, and voila, I can access my refined storage system. So with that being done, we now have access to refined storage inside of a compact machine. Super awesome, super perfect. So what I want to do is now migrate things. I want to move our refined storage system from out there into here. It's going to require a little bit of work, right? We need to do a little bit of logistics planning because I need to make sure that my system is offline only temporarily for seconds at a time. Then I can let it kick back on, right? So how do we do so? Well, we have everything online at the moment, but basically this whole process that we just did, we're going to get rid of because it's not necessary. We're going to actually move refined storage into here, okay? So what we need to do, we're actually going to use this back home. So let's go ahead, grab all of our stuff. This was just to demonstrate how this works, but we don't need it at the moment inside of here. So let's go out here. Basically what we need to do, we need to replace our controller. We need to swap our controller for a network receiver, okay? How do we do so? Really simple, okay? Break this. We're out of power already. We break this. We take our receiver. We're going to go ahead, plop it here. Okay? We're going to bind the receiver. Where'd my network card go? Oh, duh. TheAndrata derped. Okay, we're going to go ahead and bind this to that. Can we please do so? I miss having really far reach. There we go. Now it's bound. We can go ahead and throw this in there. And again, our refined storage system is currently offline. We're not doing any work. I need to grab my transmitter. Also need cables. And we're going to pop back inside of our compact machine. In the center here is going to be where our cables come down. Okay. So we're going to have cables. They're going to run here. We're going to set up our controller, plop it down. We then need to run cables to one side of the room. Doesn't really matter where. We're just going to go bring it over. We're going to set our network transmitter down. Bam. And then run cables to it. Since the network card is already in there, as soon as I do this, it should kick on our refined storage system back home. Right? Wrong. Why? Because we probably ran out of power out here already. Let's hook it up. Give it some power. And there. Now that's got power. This has the network card. That's what I forgot, the network card. So now our refined storage controller is sitting in here. Our network transmitter's out here. I used the wrong one, but that's okay. We're back online. This is blue. Everything is awake. We're good to go. So now with that being done, what that means is I can move all of this stuff here into the compact machine. And why do I do that? It just makes organization much easier. That way I know, okay, inside of this compact machine is all of my refined storage stuff, essentially. My crafters are going to go in there. My crafting monitor, pattern grid, and fluid grid, I'll put that inside of there. My requesters, all of that will be in there. So this will be my refined storage compact machine, right? So anytime that I need to go add a crafter, I come into here. Anytime that I need to go add a wireless transmitter, I come into here. If I need to add a network transmitter, I come into here, okay? That's why I put everything inside of a compact machine. One machine holds it all, segregates it from the rest of our stuff. That way, what if a catastrophe happens? I accidentally spawn something, completely blows up our base. We're good to go, right? Right. I need to go ahead and we need our wireless transmitter here. And I believe I can stick this off of the side there. Yeah, okay. So now we have our wireless transmitter set back up and we have access to wireless storage. One thing that I like to do, these network transmitters, this just says Minecraft Overworld, and it's giving me XYZ coordinates. That doesn't help me, right? I generally will put a sign on these so I know, okay, which one is which. Not that I really ever take them down. I don't really. Not that I ever like disconnect these, to be honest with you. Like it really. What's going on? Why can't I put things into my system? Yeah, I can't add anything. That shouldn't be the case. We should be good to go. Yeah, external storage not working. What is going on? Why all of a sudden are we being a party pooper? Let's grab this external storage. We'll grab our occultism. I'm just going to go pop it into the same dimension, just in case the dimensionality is what's causing the issue, right? So we're going to go ahead and put this here. So inside of the refined storage area, generally I'll have like miscellaneous stuff like this, or like I'll have a storage room eventually that I can put this occultism thing into. But for now, let's just go ahead and set this up like so. We can, I got to go over one more because the stable wormhole counts as a full block space, right? We can put that there, and then the external storage can hook up onto it. Okay, why is it not seeing stable? What happened? That's not a good sign. Okay, this is still working. Why did my stable wormhole here disconnect? And where did it go now? Hello? Can I have it back? Thank you. I didn't change anything in that regard. Like, I just disconnected and moved this over. I don't understand what happened there. But if I stick this on here now, you see everything again? No. Now what's going on? Oh. This is in a different dimension. Though I thought stable wormholes were cross-dimensional. Okay. That still doesn't explain why it wasn't working when it was out here, though. Right? Because it should still work. This is still all connected. Let's put this here. Like there's nothing here changed. This is still, and look, now it sees it. I don't know what happened. Maybe this just need re-triggered, the block update. I am gonna have to have this external storage sit out here, but that's fine as long as it works, right? As long as it works. And it's interesting because I was able to pull stuff out. Anyway, what was I doing initially? Signs. Oh, and that's why I couldn't see signs, because they were all stuck inside of occultism, which stopped working for a moment. Okay. Anyway, signs. This is our main base, right? So now I know that this is our main base. This is linked to our main base. We're going to use a ton of these. We're going to use a ton of network transmitters, receivers. We're going to get this whole thing set up. It's going to be, we're going to have good times with it. But what that means I can do in between episodes, I'll start working on moving stuff, my refined storage stuff outside of the stable wormhole. All of these things, I'm going to move into there. I also generally will set up a storage room where I put all of the drawers, because we have 13 by 13 space in there and I can expand on the walls. We're kind of running out of room down here for everything, right? So I'll set up a network transmitter and then I'll just move these into a compact machine, set it up on the wall. Same thing with our fluids. And then everything's all hunky-dory because it's all connected up with the network transmitter. Again, outside of our purview, we don't have to see it. We have a storage compact machine, and then I'll find somewhere to put these. That means that we can then start, we can put these in here, and we can have this could be our compact machine room, or even up here, things like that. Cool. That's where we're at. So anyway, yeah, infrastructure. Sometimes we just got to take time to work on infrastructure in the game because, well, we haven't been able to for a while. Cool. All right, that's it for today's episode. Next episode, I would like to try and start getting into mystical agriculture and start working on some of this stuff, get the hydroponic bed going and everything. Like I said, I'll move some of this stuff in between episodes so you guys don't have to watch another episode of me just literally breaking things, moving them, replacing them. So I'll work on that in between episodes for y'all so you don't have to watch that. And then we can start working on some actual interesting and engaging content again next episode. If you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.